You don't own me. I'm not just one of your many toys. You don't own me. Don't say I can't go with other boys. And don't tell me what to do, and don't tell me what to say. And please, when I go out with you, don't put me on display. You don't own me. Don't try to change me in any way. You don't own me. Don't tie me down, 'cause I never stay. I don't tell you what to say.
Well, I hope no one took offense to that. So I'm taking my moisturizer, my everyday moisturizer, and of course moisturizing my face, go figure. Plus I'm also concentrating this under my eyes, because it actually has been helping my crow's feet a little bit. Not a dramatic amount, but just a little bit. Just taking my top rim first, as I see, it's in the shade light medium beige. I am obviously placing this all over my face. And then using my X-Ray Beauty flat face brush to of course blend this in. So taking this concealer shade from the ABH palette, I'm using it to conceal some extra spots that still shone through. And of course using the same brush just to blend them in a bit by pouncing it in, I guess you could say. So I'm going in my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. It's in the shade 10 or light. I'm of course just highlighting the main points of my face, under eyes, forehead, nose, chin, and the cheek part of my jawline. And then using this contour shade to obviously contour the other points of my face. And then using my X-Ray Beauty face brush just to blend all the highlighter shades in first. Starting off with the under eye. And then this time I remembered to blend my contour in. So of course using my angled shadow brush from X-Ray Beauty to blend my nose contour in. So using my Salvia powder in translucence, I'm also using my X-Ray Beauty powder brush to of course set my foundation, and I'm really buffing it in so it looks more like as my skin and less like a layer of foundation on my skin. So now using my X-Ray Beauty eyebrow brush. I almost got that right. I'm obviously defining my brows and taking my pomade. You all know what pomade I use. So I'm just starting for the tail and making sure it's nice and crisp at the start of my brow and joining it with the rest of the brow. And then at the front of the brow I'm just creating little flicks so I can create a nice seamless, very natural looking hairy eyebrow. And of course just grooming my hairs into place, even though my brows are the last brows to budge anyway. So taking this concealer shade again and my duo petal brush from X-Ray Beauty, I'm of course sharpening, defining and cleaning up my brows. As you can see, it's a little bit shade lighter than my foundation, but it's right. It just helps give it a nice highlight effect anyway. So I'm obviously using a smaller end to do all this magic. So I'm also focusing on the top of the brow, and I'm of course scraping down alongside the actual pomade, so it helps sort of smudge it out a bit so it looks a bit sharper. And of course just defining the very front of it as well. So taking my Naked Basics palette now, I'm taking either the shade Venus or Foxy. I can't see it from this far away. But either way, I am using my blender brush just to set my brows, if that makes any sense. Obviously the concealer part of my brows. So now using my soft ochre from MAC, Paint Pot, etc. and my Resonance brush, I'm of course priming my eyes for both sides, obviously. So taking, I think that was Venus, I'm just using that to set my eyeshadow as per usual, set my primer as per usual. So taking Walk of Shame first, I'm just dubbing that into my crease as a transition tone. And then taking Naked 2, I think that is, of course in the exact same spot because it wasn't as bright as I would have liked it to have been with Walk of Shame, so I just went back over with Naked 2. So this here is a picture of Jacqueline, obviously. So this is basically my inspiration of where my makeup is going to be coming from. So obviously I can't really mimic her wig, but I'm going to be doing my best to recreate her makeup. So taking these two shades, Naked 2 and Faint, I'm using my X-ray beauty brush to place this all over my lid, just patting it onto my lid. And going in with my smokiest palette, I'm taking the darkest brown shade, which I apparently actually didn't show me picking it up. And I'm using my shadow brush, and I'm using that just to go over my lash line with, just so I can start smoking it out and bring a lot of the depth down to my lashes. Now I know one side looks a bit darker than the other, but that's just because of my light source. So I was also just blending it through and just making sure it's nice and seamless. So now taking Crave and my pencil brush from X-ray Beauty, I'm of course now just smudging the darker shade back over the darkest brown shade, so I can really start to get like a nice grungy, smoky, almost a hazy liner effect is that's what I'm trying to go for. But obviously I did that for both sides. Technically obviously, but what you did was one side, you do the other. So taking Faint one more time, I'm just taking that with my pencil brush and tracing under my lashes, because she had a little bit of or Jacqueline had a little bit of like brown under her lashes and her lower lash line. So taking Major Look from, Major Look, the Precision Liner in Haunted or Night Owl, I'm obviously going to be doing my liner. I did a bold liner, but I did a very stubby wing, and then taking the same pencil brush and same Crave shade and just re-smoking it out so it can give a nice grungy look.
From now to eternity, I give you all my heart. We are meant to be, it's clear to see my love is bigger than I thought. I got everything I want when I hold you with my arms. The others don't matter, my love and my pleasure, the key to my treasure, whatever's the weather.
So then going in with my Great Lash, I did actually use my Sunkissed palettes with the two golden shades, like a golden shade and a brown shade, into my crease, but apparently I didn't show that clip or record it. Oh well, so I'm taking my Great Lash and putting it all over my lashes, my top lashes first. Then placing some false lashes on top, Katy Perry Eyeliner and Oh Honey. Obviously putting on both eyes, a derp. So then going back in with my Great Lash, I still can't find my roller lash for Benefit anywhere. So I'm taking my Great Lash and just putting like a generous coat on my lower lashes. I'm losing my words here. I must also be hungry. So taking my Kylie Cosmetics lipsticks, I'm taking first shade in Candy K and the second shade in Dolce K. So starting off with Candy K, I'm just lining my lips, obviously. And then going in with the lipstick, obviously. So this is how the first shade looks, Candy K by itself. So then I'm going to go back in, well not back in with, but I'm going to continue to go in with Dolce K lip liner, and then of course Dolce K lipstick. And this is how Dolce K is looking by itself. So taking my Too Faced chocolate bar, I'm taking my most favourite highlighter shade ever, the Champagne Truffle shade. I swear this one has taken everybody by storm. So using my blender brush to obviously put some high points of my face, my cheekbones, the corner of my eyebrow. So obviously both sides. So then taking care of my actual brows with it. My brow bone technically, obviously. And then just the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, my chin, and just above my brows. So just because I could, I decided to add some more to my cheekbone to really beam off the haters. Not that I have any, of course. So once that is done and I have done setting spray, this is it for the Instagram Baddie makeup look. So obviously 2 different hat styles. And thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all from future videos. Love you guys.
You don't own me.